Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Liz Bishop. Cody is off tonight. It's no secret that chemicals like arsenic and mercury can be harmful to your health. But did you know that children's toys can contain levels of these chemicals, and it's perfectly legal? Some advocates are looking to change that, and it looks like they've got lawmakers' support. Our Capitol correspondent Kimberly Howard is live in our Albany newsroom now to talk more about this. And Kimberly, tell us about these Child Safe Products Act.
Well, Liz, if this all sounds familiar, it's because this has all gone before the legislature before year after year, in fact, but it's never quite made it through. Advocates say when you consider that these chemicals can cause cancer, learning disabilities, and reproductive problems, this should be a no-brainer. And this year, they're hoping this idea can finally become law. A plastic giraffe, a toy car, a plush doll, all items advocates of the Children's Safe Products Act say contain toxic chemicals.
If you look at the toys that are over there, a lot of them are geared towards females, and I have a little girl.
Zachary Miller says more needs to be done to prevent these items from being put on the shelves.
She's a child, 2, 3, 4 years old. She was putting things in her mouth, and you're just like, did she get sick? Is this the reason why she had an ear infection? Like, it's scary.
Right now, chemicals like arsenic, mercury, and formaldehyde are allowed in children's toys. Advocates from the Just Green Partnership are looking to change that by requiring the state to publish a list of high concern chemicals. Manufacturers would then be required to report if their products contain any chemical on the list, and eventually they'd have to phase them out.
What we are trying to do is really begin to turn off that tap of toxic chemicals in children's products, and that's what this legislation does.
But this isn't the first time lawmakers are considering this type of bill. Toxic toy legislation in New York has been in the works for more than 7 years, and it's failed time and again.
It's a no-brainer passing the bill, and we just need to convince the leadership to bring it to the floor for a vote.
Advocates say they have bipartisan support in the legislature, a growing number of organizations throwing their support behind the cause, and this year, Governor Cuomo, who made mention of the push in his State of Opportunity agenda.
We think that that will help add some other muscle and support in this process as we move forward.
Now, it's the Department of Environmental Conservation and the Department of Health that would enforce this should this be successful. It's the manufacturers that would be penalized for violating this, which is different, by the way, than the legislation that was passed in Albany County a few months ago. More on that coming up at 6. For now, live in the Albany newsroom, Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.